The Mystery of the Lost Treasure. Once upon a time, in a small village near the sea, there was a boy named Tom. He was 12 years old and loved adventures. Tom lived with his grandmother, who often told him stories about a hidden treasure somewhere in the village. No one knew where it was, but many had searched for it for years. One evening, as Tom was sitting by the fireplace, his grandmother gave him a very old map. "This map has been in our family for generations," she said. "It might lead to the lost treasure." Tom's heart raced with excitement. Could this really be the map to the treasure? Chapter 1. The Secret Map. Tom looked closely at the map. It had strange symbols and drawings. There was a large X marked near an old oak tree on the hill. Tom knew that tree well. It was a huge ancient tree, and many villagers believed it was haunted. But Tom was brave. The next morning, Tom packed some food, a flashlight, and the map. He set off toward the hill. As he climbed higher, the air grew colder, and the wind howled through the trees. Suddenly, Tom heard a noise behind him. He turned around, but no one was there. "Maybe it's just the wind," he whispered to himself. When Tom reached the oak tree, he found something surprising. A strange symbol carved into the tree trunk. It matched one of the symbols on the map. Beneath the symbol was a small keyhole. Tom looked around. Could there be a key nearby? He searched the area but found nothing. Just as he was about to give up, he noticed something shiny sticking out of the ground near the tree roots. It was an old, rusty key. Chapter 2. The Hidden Door. Tom's hands shook with excitement as he picked up the key. Could this be the key to the treasure? He inserted it into the keyhole in the tree, and with a loud click, part of the ground next to the tree began to open. Slowly, a hidden door revealed itself. Tom hesitated for a moment. He didn't know what lay beyond the door, but his curiosity pushed him forward. He opened the door and found a dark staircase leading down into the earth. With his flashlight in hand, Tom carefully descended the stairs. At the bottom, he found a large underground room. The walls were covered with old paintings of pirates, ships, and gold coins. In the center of the room was a chest, dusty and covered in cobwebs. Tom felt a rush of excitement. Could this be the treasure? As he stepped closer to the chest, something strange happened. The ground started to shake, and the walls seemed to move. Was this a trap? Chapter 3. The Guardian. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the room. "Who dares to enter this sacred place?" Tom froze in fear. The voice was deep and booming. He looked around but saw no one. Then from the shadows, a figure appeared. It was a tall man, dressed in old pirate clothes. His face was hidden by a hood, and his eyes glowed in the dark. I'm Tom," he stammered. "I'm looking for the treasure." The pirate laughed. "Many have come here looking for the treasure, but none have found it. Do you think you're brave enough to pass the test?" Tom nodded, though his heart was pounding. "What test?" The pirate pointed to the chest. "To open the chest, you must answer 3 riddles. If you answer correctly, the treasure is yours. But if you fail, you will be trapped here forever." Tom swallowed hard but agreed. "I'm ready." Chapter 4. The Riddles. The pirate grinned and began the first riddle. "I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. What am I?" Tom thought for a moment. "Something that grows but doesn't live. That sounds like fire," he said confidently. The pirate nodded. "Correct. Now for the second riddle. I have keys but no locks. I have space but no room. You can enter but you can't go outside. What am I?" Tom furrowed his brow. This one was tricky. Keys but no locks, space but no room. Then it hit him. A keyboard! Correct again, the pirate said, looking a bit impressed. Now, the final riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? This one stumped Tom. He thought long and hard. Something that speaks without a mouth? Something that comes alive with the wind? He paced around the room, and then, as he heard the wind whistling through the cave, he realized the answer. An echo! He shouted. The pirate's eyes glowed even brighter. You have passed the test. The treasure is yours. Chapter 5. The Treasure. Tom stepped forward and opened the chest. Inside, he found gold coins, jewels, and a small diary. But what caught his attention the most was a note on top of the treasure. It was written in his grandmother's handwriting. Dear Tom, if you are reading this, you have found the treasure. But the real treasure is not gold or jewels. It is the courage, wisdom, and kindness in your heart. Use it wisely. Tom smiled. He realized that his adventure had taught him more than just finding treasure. It taught him bravery, patience, and the importance of family. He took the diary and a few gold coins as a memory of his journey and left the cave. When he returned home, his grandmother was waiting for him by the fire. She smiled at him, and he knew that she had always believed he would find the treasure. And from that day on, Tom never stopped seeking adventures, but he knew that the greatest treasure of all was already within him. Vocabulary: curiosity, a strong desire to know or learn something. Example: Tom's curiosity led him to search for the treasure. Riddle: a puzzle or question that requires thought to answer. Example: the pirate asked Tom 3 difficult riddles. Hesitate: to pause or stop for a moment because of uncertainty. Example: Tom hesitated before opening the hidden door. Ancient: very old, from a long time ago. Example: the ancient tree was said to be haunted, underground, beneath the surface of the earth. Example: Tom discovered an underground room with a treasure chest. Echo: a sound that repeats when it bounces off surfaces. Example: Tom's voice created an echo in the cave. Courage: the ability to do something that is scary or difficult. Example: Tom showed great courage when he faced the pirate's test. Trap: a situation or device meant to catch or stop someone. Example: Tom feared the shaking walls might be a trap. Guardian: someone who protects something or someone. Example: the pirate was the guardian of the treasure. Descend: to move downwards. Example: Tom descended the dark staircase into the underground cave.